Okay, yeah, so I'm Jessica. I run the blog Barcelona Blog, and I've been here for 6 years in Barcelona.
So how did you start getting into blogging then?
It was something I did in my spare time on weekends, and like when I first came here I had a bit of a tough time because it's really hard to move to a new city.
Of course, yeah.
And so I used it as a way to like motivate myself to go out and do stuff and explore the city, because then I would have like an excuse. No, I'd gone to Seville in the south of Spain for a semester, and so I'd written it there, and then I kind of wrote a bit and left it for a year, and wrote a bit and left it for a year, and then at one point it just caught, you know. No, but it did lead to my full-time job. So at the moment I freelance, and it's because I had a blog and I had writing samples that people could see.
Yeah.
That's an interesting question. I think like usually I like places in Barcelona, and I like to tell people about them because I think they're cool.
Yeah.
But I try to keep in mind things that are going to be interesting to a visitor, because there's some things that are interesting to me because I live here and I like doing them, but maybe they're not so interesting if you're here just for a weekend or you're visiting. Yeah, I use TripAdvisor to find places, and I also use it. I like leaving reviews, not leaving reviews, like sometimes it asks you, does this place have Wi-Fi, does it accept credit cards?
Yeah.
And I like when it does that, because then there's stuff that I'm interested in finding out when I go somewhere.
Yeah.
Especially because I work online, so I often like have to know if a place has Wi-Fi or not.
Yeah.
So that information is so useful, so I always like try to leave like, yes, it has Wi-Fi, no, it doesn't accept credit cards. No, there's places that have a lot of bad reviews that consistently say the same kind of thing, like it's too expensive, it's not that good, it's too crowded, and then you think, well, but I mean every place gets a bad review from time to time, you know.
Yeah,
you can't please everyone. Let's see, so sometimes people do ask for like recommendations and stuff, and so I'm sure they get to go to different places because places that don't show up in guidebooks, or places they wouldn't have thought to go. So I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I definitely have people who email me and ask what should I do, and I give them their recommendations.
Do you get a lot of those?
When I blog more consistently, I do. But I'm a bit like crazy busy at the moment, so I haven't blogged in quite a few weeks. But I do. They're definitely regular emails. People say, hey, what should I do? What do you recommend? Because even if you read it in a guidebook, I think they like being able to talk to like an actual person.
Yeah.
Even if my recommendations are exactly the same, like go here, go here, go here.
Yeah, of course.
They still like feeling that somebody took the time to like be invested in what they personally wanted to do. Yeah, I have an Instagram, which is kind of fun.
Awesome.
One thing I noticed this year was like, it used to be you would see people taking like selfies and pictures of themselves, and they would like look embarrassed about it. And people don't look embarrassed anymore.
Yeah.
Like people take selfies and they walk around filming everything, and like in the past year or so, people have really started documenting all their stuff a lot more.
Yeah.
And they don't seem to like feel weird about it anymore. So I think it's been a big change, and people go places because they've seen it on Instagram. And I think people sometimes dress up a bit more, and you see lots of people just like posing on one of these. There's lots of these grates outside that have street art on them.
Oh,
and
yeah,
so people are always posing by them. So it's interesting because I definitely see that people behave differently.
Yeah.
And I think that they pick places to go that they've seen online that look cute or look photogenic or whatever. So it's definitely changed, I think.
Okay, yeah.
But,
quite handy then.
There's people who seem to spend their whole vacation like through their cell phone, and you think that's kind of a waste of your plane ticket.
Yeah, true.
But if that's what they want to do, then that's like cool. No, I think, well, actually, some people ask that a lot because they say, like, oh, the Sagrada Familia, there's so many tourists. But there's so many tourists because it's super cool.
Yeah.
And it's really unusual, and there's only one of them in the whole world, and it's really unusual. And so I think you should go see the Sagrada Familia, and you should go see the Ramblas. I don't really like the Ramblas, I do like the Sagrada Familia, but I think they're famous for a reason. And there's no reason to avoid it, because I think people get a bit, tourists, and you think, well, yeah. But that's why you're going, right?
Yeah.
With the real soul of the place, or whatever makes it really special. I think that's definitely something that's nice. I don't know, it's something I seek out, but it's definitely a nice feeling when you feel like you're one among locals. Everybody else is local, and you found this secret. Is a cool feeling to have, even though like obviously you're still a tourist.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I understand why people want to find it because it's cool. Yeah, I think there's a point where I can understand, especially in a city like Barcelona, which gets so many tourists each year, that you really want to go see something different, because I don't think anybody likes being, elbow to elbow with millions of other tourists. I don't think that's fun for anyone.
Yeah.
So I can definitely understand why people want to go seek out these different experiences. And then also you get this feeling like of discovering a little secret or something that is really in line with what you personally like, and that's a cool feeling. But then at the same time, like what I was saying earlier about the Sagrada Familia, like you've got to see the Sagrada Familia, you've got to see the Ramblas, you've got to see all the tourist stuff, because it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, some of it is what makes it a touristy place. Like the Sagrada Familia is touristy, but it's also one of the reasons the city is touristy. It's such a cool place to visit, and I think there's no reason to strike things off your list just because they're touristy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you get a lot of like requests for recommendations that aren't touristy?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Where should I stay if I want to live like a local? What restaurants do you like to go to? Where's a restaurant where I can have a really good local meal?
Yeah.
Because a lot of especially like this neighborhood has some really good local restaurants, but it also has lots of really international restaurants.
Of course.
So like this is not an especially local. I actually just went to a talk about that was kind of interesting. They were talking about what the marketing department for the city was trying to achieve and what the local people thought, and then what the internet presence was like for the city.
Oh, yeah.
Which is super interesting. I definitely do think it changes how the city is perceived, especially like because Barcelona is not a native English speaking city. For native English speakers, a lot of what they perceive is through I don't know, you have a different knowledge base about Barcelona than somebody from Madrid does, for instance. So I don't know, I think a lot of it is from blogs or from Instagram.